Yeah, what up, boxing fans? A little bit under the weather, but we gonna keep this shit pushing, keep it moving. Just wanted to talk about Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev. Got a fan question in my private inbox, and I wanted to read you guys that question. Question is, he says, what's up with this pussy ass shit about Andre Ward? You're a fan of Andre Ward, but you don't believe he can beat Sergey Kovalev. They have about the same reach and height. Why can't he beat him? And shout out to the person that asked me that question. Well, as you know, a lot of members in the YTBC, they eat a lot of crow. They eat a lot of fucking crow, and I'm going to explain to you why they eat crow. In virtually almost every fight, big fight, a lot of members in the YTBC, except Boxing Ego, shout out to Boxing Ego, they have been eating crow and have been eating this shit religiously. Virtually every big fight. And the reason that they continue to eat crow, they pick from their heart and they don't pick with their head. Let me explain that to you. See, when you're picking from your heart, you're picking a fighter that you like. Even though you may not think he may win the fight, you picking that fighter solely on the basis that you like the fighter. Prime example, I'm an Amir Khan fan. But if you think if he fucking fought Sergey Kovalev, I'm going to pick Amir Khan to win that fight. No, I'm not going to pick Amir Khan. Because I'm picking with my head and not my heart. So you got to have common sense when you're picking these fights so you don't wind up continuously eating crow. I'm a fan of Andre Ward, Virgil Hunter, Amir Khan. They're all in the same group. So you know I fucks with Andre Ward, Virgil Hunter. We in the same camp. So I fucks with Andre Ward. But I'm consistent with what I say. I don't backpedal out of my arguments. Do I believe Andre Ward could beat Sergey Kovalev? Hell no, I don't. Andre Ward is a natural 168-pound fighter. I believe Andre Ward would beat Triple G at 168. If they fought at 168, I would pick Andre Ward to win that fight. Now you ask me about Sergey Kovalev. No, he's not going to beat Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev is a natural 175-pound fighter. There's nothing that Andre Ward could do in that fight that would be better than Sergey Kovalev. He's not going to outbox Sergey Kovalev. He damn sure doesn't have more power than Sergey Kovalev. The only thing he basically can do in that fight is survive. He got to do his best just to survive that fight. Forget about winning the fight. That motherfucker better try to survive. We not even talking about winning. I'm talking about surviving. Just surviving that fight. So, like I said, I'm a fan of Andre Ward. I fucks with Andre Ward deep. And I'm telling you, he'll beat Triple G at 168 if they ever fought. But he ain't fucking with Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev is the best fighter in the world. Like they said, top flight security of the world. Sergey Kovalev is the best motherfucking fighter in this planet Earth. And nobody is not beating this guy. I don't give a fuck who they are. Nobody is beating no Sergey Kovalev. The guy's on a whole nother level. You're not going to outbox him. I'm going to let you guys in on something about Kovalev. We see this guy got a lot of power, but the motherfucker can switch up and box. That's what a lot of fans don't know about Sergey Kovalev. If he wants to, he could just outbox you and outthink you if he wants to. But he don't even need to do that. His power. The guy got power in both hands. Lethal power. Just broke his last opponent's nose. Rearranged the guy's nose. So, ain't nobody fucking with Sergey Kovalev. It ain't gonna happen. Now I want to get into the fight that I had another question the fan asked me. Why are they giving Andre Ward light touches? He asked me that question. And you got to realize, I can't remember the guy's name, but shout out to you, man. You asked me this question in the comment section. You got to realize, man, HBO got a lot of money invested in the Andre Ward Sergey Kovalev fight. Matter of fact, it just gave Ward a lucrative 3-fight deal. So you can't be fucking up. The networks are not gonna try to fuck up that money. You gotta understand that, man. There's a lot of money involved. So, and you asked me about Yuneski Gonzalez. Why isn't Ward fighting him? Well, like I said before, man, there's a lot of money invested in that Sergey Kovalev Andre Ward fight. If either fighter were to take a loss, not saying that Ward would lose to Gonzalez, because Ward would win that fight, but you don't want to keep matching up Ward or Kovalev with tough opponents. Like I said, if one of those guys were to take a loss, that fight is fucked for later on in 2016. So you got to be careful how you matchmake Ward leading up to that fight. And he's trying to fight some guy, I think Sullivan Barrera, but Barrera, he's pricing himself out of that fight. They offered him $300,000, and the motherfucker saying that's not enough. Motherfucker, when I Google your name, Sullivan Barrera, the only shit that come up is that you're a Cuban fighter. So you don't have a name. You take what the fuck Andre Ward gives you. And I'm sick and tired of guys pricing themselves out of fights. Daniel Jacobs, Billy Ho Saunders at 78 would call him. So you can't blame Ward when he makes an offer to a motherfucker and he priced himself out of a fight. That's on them. So I just wanted to answer your question, man, and answer those 2 fan questions that I got. I may do another Q&A so I can let more of you guys ask questions, but feel free to ask questions, man. I'm gonna get to them. I check my private messages every now here and there, so I get to those questions and I see what you guys are writing, and I just try to get back to a couple of them.